Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Gophers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulls offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Got a man, it's Henderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's third and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense drags him down. Fourth down coming right on the doorstep. Any thought to kicking this one?
No thought whatsoever. Absolutely none. We got to go for this.
Wait, yes or no?
No, absolutely not. Yes, there's no thought to it.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He leaves it with his back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Scott. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll put the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Scott. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, it's Richard. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The give on the counter. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knew exactly when to break on it. He's able to...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulls. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Going up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat.
Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Looking to throw on third. Finds his tight end. The Golden Gophers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Heaves it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
And I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught close to the marker. It's Richard. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a... Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This offense starts deep in a hole. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Glenn. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now.
Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulls will kick it away to start.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
It's complete on the right side. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So Buffalo's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he's still running after the move. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking for space. It's Henderson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Keeps looking downfield, trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so important when his safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. I don't have the best of it. That's my play safety.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll do it himself. Oh, and a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The back goes in motion. They'll run the option. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Great decision-making by your quarterback on that option play. The defense did a nice job taking away the pitch man, so no reason to panic. Quarterback reads it, puts his foot in the ground, and goes and scores.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State 14, Buffalo 7.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You get a...
Lets it fly. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They're working that left side. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's gonna pass. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting it.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll pull it on the read. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shows him the stiff arm. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. The 50. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to Virginia Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The give to the tailback. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They want that clock to run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground, and the Bulls will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Scott. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buffalo! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your big...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at it any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.